Yeah, for many years I dealt with skin issues and gut health issues for decades. I just kind of had lived with it. But turning 40, I'm going to be 45 this year. When I turned 40, I started really thinking about my future and how I was going to feel when I was 60. And I'm an athlete and I want to stay active and I want to be able to do what I love to do. And also knowing my family's history and what our kind of blood type shows and sort of the symptoms that my elders have gone through in their life, I knew that I better understand my body on the inside and see what was really going on instead of just suffering through the issues with gut and skin. My jiu-jitsu coach, Connor Hune, I hit him up and asked, who does blood work? Where do I go? How do I get this done? And he pointed me to Dan and Peak Vitality. It was remarkable in the way that they really wanted to understand me before they even took me on as a patient. That was an immediate, for me, just a sign of like, this group is really about something different. They're not just signing up whomever. They're not just taking on loads and loads of patients. They really want to be selective. And there was a rigorous process that I went through for the first few weeks of interacting with Dan and then some of his colleagues on the team, asking me questions about, not just my history, but also kind of itching at what is my wherewithal to follow through with a pretty intense program. So that was a great setup for me. After going through it, I feel remarkable, not only physically, but also spiritually and mentally. It was a process that, of course, addressed tons of physical issues, looking at the blood, reports and the lab reports, and then doing deep introspection on those was really clarifying. So that was some sort of mental, resolve and sort of a help mentally to like understand where I was at. But after going through it, not only do I feel better, but now I have a baseline for where I am at. I don't have to guess anymore. I don't have to look at supplement lists or look at podcasts or listen to this person or that person, just kind of guess on what I should do for me, or the latest fad diet or whatever it is. Now I know exactly what my body needs. I know exactly what I should be taking. And just having that data to support it all just gives me huge relief on the inside. And then, going through the process was spiritual for me because it wasn't easy. And so I had to address some deeper issues that I went through during the process, both physical issues that arose during the process that caused me to really have to embrace the suffering that I was going through at the time, if that makes sense. But for me, it was a real spiritual sort of gift to go through a little bit of struggle, a little bit of giving up a lot of different things, foods and whatever it was, to get to the point that I'm at today was an amazing gift. Yeah, the Peak Vitality team are not only they're amazing individuals, people that are caring, empathetic, understanding. They took the extra time and went the extra mile for me time and time again to help understand my body. I was kind of an anomaly patient, had a lot of other underlying issues that we didn't really know were there until we really started challenging the body and stripping the diet down and adding supplements and going through detox. Those things caused other issues to arise, and this team just leaned in completely. And so I felt incredibly supported through this whole time. So yeah, hats off to Dan and his team, like real amazing people.